Hey everybody, it's Scott, Simcoe Spring Service, and today we're going to be doing a how to identify trailer suspension parts video, and this is going to be a visual guide for beginners. I will be doing an elaborate series of videos throughout this year on every single specific component in your suspension, so you can have a more advanced version that's more specific and targeted for each item that we're going to talk about today. So this video is going to be specifically designed to help you get introduced to your suspension components, what the terminology is, how to identify it, and what it all looks like in the layout. So trailer suspension has changed dramatically in the last 70 years. Now, most trailers that I work on range anywhere from the 1940s and 50s all the way up till today. So I've seen a lot of different variations. Now, in 1999, Dexter, the manufacturing company that designed the suspension type, went and purchased a whole bunch of different companies and amalgamated them into Dexter Group. Now, most of the components that you see today are going to be based off that design. Not every single trailer is going to be the same, so there's still going to be a wide variety of different components, and there's a ton of different variations within the components. So we're going to talk about terminology. We're not going to get into specifics quite yet. Or go watch my other series on the specifics of each component, because you're going to get a lot better in-depth explanation on how it's designed. So there are a lot of different trailer setups out there. There's single axle, tandem axle, tri-axle, and I have once seen a quad axle, but I assume they're extraordinarily rare because I've only ever seen one. So here's your basic layout, and your axles are going to be represented by these round pieces of tubing. Now you can get a couple different axle diameters. The most common are 2 3/8 round and 3-inch round. Now your 2 3/8 is going to be your lighter axles, usually around 3,500 pounds. And you also have a 3-inch diameter axle, which is what we have here. And that represents a 4,400 pound axle all the way up to your 7,000 pound axles. Anything bigger than that, and this can be even bigger. You're going to have 3.5-inch axle tubes, 4-inch axle tubes, and 5-inch axle tubes. But today we're going to focus on your standard setups, which is going to be between 3,500 pound capacity and your 7,000 pound capacity axles. Now, when you pair them together, it's going to change your capacity. So if you have two 3,500 pound axles, you have a 7,000 pound suspension. So it's pretty straightforward. You just add the two axle capacities together and you get your full capacity for your trailer. So this entire suspension is a mirror image. So you have a fixed hanger, and then you have your moving components in the middle. So your actual alignment is set by this hanger here and this hanger here. So let's get more focused on the terminology, and we're going to zoom in on this section here. So your most important component is going to be your hanger right here. Now this is a standard hanger. There are many different variations and versions of it. And like I said, we'll get into those in our other videos. Every single component here will have many different variations. So we're just going to go real quick and specific. So this is a hanger. It's called a hanger because it hangs off your frame. It's very simple. So this here is your leaf spring or leaf spring assembly. So it's made out of leaves of steel, and it's basically like leaves of a book or something like that. It's the same terminology. It's pretty straightforward. So the amount of leaves in the spring will determine the carrying capacity, as well as the thickness of the leaves in the springs as well. So going forward, these are your shackles or shackle plates. Now they're called a shackle plate because they are a plate of steel. These are specifically shackles because they articulate between two components. Now every shackle is not complete without your bolts. Now these are trailer specific bolts because they have a knurling here, which gets pressed into the shackle itself. So you'll actually have to hammer that in or press it into it, and then that locks it in place so that the suspension can move and twist. Now each suspension, tandem axle suspension, will have 14 bolts and 14 nuts. It'll have 8 shackles. So this is your equalizer, and it has a very important role. It usually goes and mounts in between your leaf springs, and it equalizes the load between them. So as you're driving over different varieties of terrain and going in and out of different campgrounds or different driveways, or anytime you're shifting terrain elevations, it will actually rock back and forth. It will actually equalize the weight between the two leaf springs. Once again, there's a variety of different equalizers that you can get. There's short ones, tall ones, long ones, and you can get ones that have a rubber cushion inside of them. So this is a cushioned equalizer. It has a rubber bushing inside of it, and what that does is allows it to compress, and it acts like a shock or a dampener for your suspension, so it gives you a little bit of cushioning and just smooths out your ride a little bit. So the next thing you have is your U-bolt plate. Now there's a variety of different shapes and sizes of these. I really enjoy the ones that have the ribbing in there. It acts like a reinforcement, it makes them a lot stronger. So if you have the option, purchase ones with the ribbing in them. They are a lot higher quality. So this is your U-bolt. Most U-bolts are round. If you need to measure them, you measure in between the legs, the inside length, and the diameter. When you measure it on the threads. Now U-bolts come in a variety of different sizes and shapes. Your U-bolts will change every time your axle diameter changes. Anytime that your height changes, so if you're putting in a lift block like this suspension has right here, you will need a taller or longer U-bolt to be able to accommodate the extra material that you're wrapping the U-bolt around. So whenever you're measuring a U-bolt, you think about what it goes around. So you don't measure the outside or the middle, you always measure on the inside. And your U-bolt plate slides on like that, and you clamp it down. So people call it a U-clamp. It's actually a U-bolt because it's threaded. So this is your spring seat or axle seat. Basically the curvature inside of here is cut out based off your axle tube diameter. So this one's a 3-inch for a 3-inch axle. And the width of your axle seat will be determined based off the width of your leaf spring. So that's the very basics of a trailer suspension. You have your hangers, your leaf spring, your U-bolt plate, your shackle, your equalizer, your lift block if you need one, your spring seat or axle seat, your U-bolt, and some of your bolts. Most of these components are available at most trailer parts stores. We do have them available at simcoespring.com. And I hope that helps you out. The terminology is pretty straightforward. Most of it's self-explanatory, but if you're having any issues, I hope this helped you try to identify the components. And if you want, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be breaking down every single component, how to measure it, where to buy it, and so much more. Have yourself a great day. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Good night.